What's up, people? So Diablo 4 has been released over the past weekends, and I have been playing it with my wife, and then eventually I proceed to soloing myself. So in this video, right, I'm just gonna give you guys a very quick overview on how I feel about the release and the game. Alright, and then I'll just do a little bit of dungeons along the way and just give you guys my honest feedback. Okay, so as well as I am gonna give a little quick tip on those that are actually playing on the official day of release itself, not the early access. So this is a very good or quick tip for you guys to take note, and you do not want to do the same mistakes. Okay, so how the heck did I start here? Okay, never mind. Nonetheless, right, I think the game, right, in a very simple term, it has exceeded my expectations. Yeah, like for real, I did not expect it to be that interesting, and considering the amount of time like the dev team has actually put into this game, it is really like I gotta clap it for them. The story was very interesting. It was very nice. The gameplay along the way was fantastic as well, and yeah, the best thing, right? Honestly, the best thing about this early release is that there was no, oh god, ouch, there was no issue, server lag or whatsoever on like the first day of release, like right on the spot. There was no issue with that, and this is something that you know everybody will always want to have at the start. Not having connectivity issues, not having a lot of bugs or whatever. And yeah, there was no such problem at all. This is something that I was honestly quite amazed with. Yeah. Wait. What? Are we done? No, we're done. Okay. Yeah, and that being said, right, I do not know how that happened, but it was a really great start, great experience. And yeah, as you can see, I am playing the sorcerer. So from the very beginning, I was already playing the sorcerer, playing the Arclash, the Arclash build, which is more focused on left clicking. Really just no mana consumption whatsoever. Just swiping my way through the X, and it was really easy. Okay, it was really easy. I think sorcerer is just a very good starter, or what should I call it? It's a very beginner friendly starter for doing the campaign. Right, I don't think you can find any other simple starter as this, because of the amount of barriers that it is generating. Is just really too good. Every time you cast a cooldown skill, you just have, oh my god. Okay, that was my first unique item. I did not expect to record this, but wow. Yeah, Arclash is just fantastic, man. I'm amazed at how well it can perform even without the items. Okay, like yes, it is a freaking melee skill, which I have no idea why I'm playing a melee again. At PoE I'm playing melee, and here I'm also still playing melee. Can't really get off the melee fetish, man. But yeah, the damage that is dishing out of Arclash, right, is pretty high. It's a little bit like cast on crit. Okay, yeah, it's very much like a cast on crit kind of effect. Wait, what? Oh, I went the wrong direction. Okay, let's have a quick look at this first. Wow, that's insane. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it first. Is it tradable? No, it's a compound. Sad. But I think other than that, everything else is very nice and very normal. When I was playing the server slam, okay, honestly speaking, I really hate the server slam because the amount of nerfs to the drop rate and how difficult was it for like players to progress. It was really very bad in my opinion. Like I've been farming like the dungeons for hours and I don't even see a legendary aspect. So you are expecting us to like try out the server slam without having like a proper build for those of the others that you know like you really want to farm up. it's it's very very difficult. Okay, that's why the server slam was honestly quite bad. But yeah, I think they improved the legendary drops from the launch onwards. Okay, and this is something that is nice because we don't want to have problems farming like the legendary aspects over and over again. Like if there is a, because how do I say it? Like there are certain builds that we want to play, right, and it only works like if there is a specific legendary skill. Let's say for example minions. Okay, minions, if you want to play like Corpse Explosion, the one that I played previously, you will need that particular legendary aspect, right? And if your legendary aspect is hard to farm, then something is wrong. It is a problem because you can't be farming like, I don't know, 10 hours a day just to farm a few of the legendaries. Doesn't make sense to me. So I think it's a good thing that they improved the drop rate. Okay, and other than that, yeah, I am quite, I would say I am under the mid game crisis right now, where I am just trying to, you know, like all the other casuals, I'm just trying to finish up all my renowns for the specific areas or the towns, and then after that I will really go and farm it, farm all of the items. But that is the whole purpose also, because along the way you can also farm all your items. It's not necessary that you do it at the start, and that's why this is going to be one of my tips, whereby I do not advise people to players to actually do all the side quests or whatever nonsense there is at the start. When you are starting the game, right, just rush the campaign. Okay, like yes, you might actually struggle. Ouch, that hurts. You might actually struggle a little bit at the, probably in the mid of Act 4 or maybe even Act 4 and then Act 5 and Act 6 as well. But trust me, it is worth it, because when you finish the campaign, right, you can backtrack to do those side quests or whatever renown points, your Lilith altars and stuff like that. And at the same time, you are actually farming for those items also. That's why I highly advise people like to skip the side quests and whatsoever first. Ouch, really hurts, man. Why is there no D&D here? Why did I take that? Oh my god, that hurts. And this person, hear me calling me that while I'm recording. There's no D&D for this game. Okay, it's here. Do not poke me. I'm taking this. Yeah, I should be reaching the end already. And I have almost my ulti up. So you can see me killing the boss with this build. Okay, this build is not even complete yet, and I am definitely going to release a guide on it, but I do not want to release it so far. So do not expect a guide to come out for this build really very quickly, because I want to try and refine the build as much as possible. I actually initially started by using Max Roll website, one of the Outlands guides. Like, you know, like every other person, I'm just lazy. I just took the guide and follow, but eventually, right, I found that there is a problem with the build. Like some of the stuff don't make sense at all. Like we only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots, but the build has like 7 skills to press. Yeah, so there's a lot of refining to do, what is needed, what is not. Alright, let me try the boss, let's go. Yeah, with the LTR, right, the damage is ridiculously high on this character, okay? Look, just one ulti, I managed to remove 2 of his life bar already. Just one ulti. And this build is so good that you can make the boss fall down very quickly. Yeah, it's just amazing how this build works as a one whole piece together. Look, the boss is dying already. This is my gears are not even like top tier. It's not even perfect. I'll show you right after this, okay? I'm not ready yet. It's just it's just very easy because of how the barrier works for sorcerer. Okay, so this is like my items. I don't even have like proper legendary gears. This is just all very junk stuff that I took. Like, of course, the glove is the best, I think, among all of my equipment, because this is literally what I need: quick strike, chance, and attack speed. And then the others is just really stuff that I just pick up. Look, there's really nothing good other than probably the amulet, which has like +1/+1. It's not even like +2/+2. It's just +1/+1 and increased attack speed. So like, yeah, the gears are not really very good. Of course, all of my weapons and stuff is not even perfected also. I'm just using stuff that I pick up, right? Okay, so with this, I am going to show you right now some of the tips that I'm going to give you for those of you that are starting out like on the first day, or you're still progressing through the X. Okay, so these tips, right, is just going to come right straight off from my mind. Like, I did not really prepare anything. The first thing, right, is I'm just going to type it in a notepad, and as we go along, you can see. All right, so okay, breaking it down. So the first one, right, is skip or Lilith altar and side quests. Okay, and this is like you want to rush the campaign as soon as possible. Okay, why is this so, right? It's because when you finish the campaign, you are going to unlock, of course, including the Cathedral of Light, which is the dungeon you need to do right after you finish the campaign. You're going to unlock World Tier 3, and World Tier 3, the items that drop there, right, are just ridiculously high. It's like ×2 or ×3 the amount of stats you're gonna get from World Tier 1. Okay, so that's why I recommend everyone to like just rush the campaign as soon as possible. Yes, you can do the side quest, okay? So you do the side quest, like you still continue to take the side quest. Continue to take side quests, but you only do but you only do them if it's on the way. Okay, this way you are trying to be very efficient in completing stuff, as well as you are trying to get levels and like slightly more equipments, so that you can progress and you do not struggle as much, right? So if the side quest is along the way, then do it. If it's like along the way when you're progressing or walking through the maps, it's just a little bit on the side, then also just do it. But if you need to take a very long route to go, then I will suggest to ignore it. Okay, ignore it. You only do the rest of the side quest when you have finished the campaign and come back and you are trying to complete the area for like Lilith altars, stronghold, what is that? Your area explore and all the side quests to reach 2000 renown points. Okay, you only need 2000 renown points for every region, so that means you don't need to do every single thing in the area. Okay, of course, you are still going to continue to do your dungeons to unlock the aspects which you can craft them. Of course, only do those that is for your class. Yeah, other than that, this is like the first and foremost important thing. Okay, yes, you will struggle in Act 4, probably Act 4 onwards, but it is not the worst, okay? It is not like you cannot afford to die. You are not playing on hardcore. Unless you are playing on hardcore, then please do not do this method. Try to do as much side quests as possible, but this is for those casual players that are playing on, like, I don't know why is this standard softcore. I don't know. Okay, this area. So yeah, this is the very most important thing. Okay, and next is do your campaigns on World Tier 1. Okay, do not do them on World Tier 2. Now, this is because there is no very significant difference between World Tier 1 and World Tier 2. But in World Tier 2, right, the monsters are going to be harder, tankier. They're going to hit you for much more, which means you are going to take a longer time to complete the campaign. And it is not like they are going to drop very crazy items, or they are going to give you like 100% more EXP. No, at the end of World Tier 1, right, maybe let's say if you are level 40, okay, example 40, come on, the most, right, if another person is doing a World Tier 2 at the same speed or pace, okay, that person is gonna take way longer to do World Tier 2. Maybe I don't know, I will say much more hours, because some of the bosses can be really very difficult and you're gonna struggle, especially those bosses that have dot damage. Okay, and not only that, probably they'll finish at level 42. It's just 2 level difference. Alright, this 2 level difference, right, you can gain it much faster and much better when you're doing the renown in the other areas. Okay, next. This is like between okay, so when you get a lot of equipment, right, to choose equipment, no, how do I put it? Equipments to salvage or sell. Okay, for this one, it is very simple. This is through Act 1 to 6 salvage. Okay, after campaign, sell. Why? Is because you need, I will say you need a good decent amount of raw materials or ingredients at the start, and this is gonna help you through the X as well. You can upgrade some of your equipment. It's gonna be very cheap, and all of these small little raw materials that you collected along the way, right, it's gonna help you at the later portion of the game. So which means when you get all the items after the campaign, they are gonna sell for like a good amount of price, at least 10,000 plus. And even if you were to salvage those materials, right, you are still gonna get the same number of resources that you salvage from Act 1 to 6. Okay, however, the monetary value that you sell off after the campaign is gonna be worth way more than what you sell from Act 1 to Act 6. So Act 1 to Act 6, use this opportunity to salvage your items for raw materials, and then after the campaign you sell them for gold. Okay, if you didn't notice, right, look at my goal. I have 7 million. My aim or my goal is to get 10 million, and this is from after the campaign. Okay, when I finished the campaign, I only had like 200k gold, because I didn't sell anything. I did not sell anything. I just salvaged every single thing. And afterwards, when I was doing the campaign, I just keep selling all of the unwanted items. Yeah, and this is the amount of gold I get. So I can just can I? Yeah, I can. So you can see, right, those items, like all of this, you see it's like 11,000 gold. You can see the sell value. Okay, so okay, this is really very bad. And then there is like 14,000, 11,000, 15,000, 20,000. It goes up very, very significantly after the campaign, so that's why it is important. Okay, last one, it is more efficient, right, after you get the mount to get all the Lilith altars. Okay, so for the start, I would suggest to just completely ignore. Item gear wise, item progression, how should I put it? Item gear, okay. Item slash gear progression through X. Guys, guys, just pick up anything that gives a green number. Okay, the space is too small. But yeah, come on, it's campaign. Okay, just pick up anything that gives a green number. I have people that come asking me, what's particular stats should I look for in the campaign? Hello, you're not gonna farm for the items during your campaign, right? It's a completely waste of time. So please do not farm for the specific items, because no matter what, okay, let's say in Act 1 you get like a perfect mod gear. Okay, let's say example for my gloves right here. Can I see it? Okay, so if you are playing Arc Lash, the ideal stats you want on the gloves, right, is critical strike chance, attack speed, and maybe another, I don't know, increased armor or life. Okay, that's like the best case scenario. So let me ask you, what happens if you get this on Act 1? Okay, with, I don't know, 50 armor? Okay, 50 armor. Are you gonna use that glove all the way until X6? I think you'll probably die a horrible death along the way. Like, you'll struggle like crazy. So, no, it's not the best. Just pick up anything that gives more armor. The armor is gonna save you a lot of times. It's gonna make you tankier. You can tank through those bosses. Of course, try to dodge them whenever you can. Do not just take a direct hit or face tank them. The game is not meant to face tank, okay? And yeah, this is literally what it is. It's like playing PoE campaign also. You just pick up whatever that is available, whichever is better, and go. You do not farm for the items in the X. It doesn't make sense. Okay? And when you have a gem, right? When you have like all of these gems, okay, this is the bigger ones. But when you have the gems and you have the socket, come on, just put it into your gear. When you extract those items as you progress, right, the gems are going to go back into your bag or your inventory. So it doesn't matter, okay? You do not lose them. Okay, this is another thing to take note. Let me see what else I have missed out. Okay, and the one more thing that I remember, alright, when you are doing 3DX, right, please take note what are you playing, because there will definitely be one or two aspects that you can get from the dungeon that is beneficial for the build throughout the whole entire game. Okay, so for example, okay, let me just type this first. So do the dungeons that you can craft, okay, this is the wrong wrong phrasing. Do the dungeons that have aspects you can craft on your jewelry. Okay, when I say jewelry, I mean amulets, ring 1 and ring 2. Okay, because right, these three items are like the probably the only items that you're not gonna change for a very long time. The rest of the equipments, right, you will change as long as you have more armor. Okay, screw the damage wise. Your damage or power spike comes from the aspects. Like for example, I'm an Arc Lash build. Okay, so Arc Lash requires a very high attack speed, and this is why I went to do the dungeon that basic skills gain 23% to attack speed. Okay, this is why I went to do it, because I use this literally from, I can't remember, Act 2 onwards. Yeah, Act 2 onwards, all the way until now. I'm already level 54 and I'm still using this. Okay, I haven't found anything better, but okay, this amulet was quite lucky, but the whole point is, even if you get like +1 of the skills that you're gonna use and another stats, or even just one, and you're gonna imprint the aspects, it's gonna help you a lot. Okay, Another aspect is like probably this. Okay, you deal so and so damage to immobilize, stun, or frozen enemies. I am pretty sure every build, right, there will be one crowd control that your build specializes in. For me, it is stun and frozen. Okay, so this stacks. According to what I read online, this thing stacks, which means if the monster is stunned and frozen, I'm gonna deal 60% damage. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I saw online. I might be wrong, okay, but still it's just good. It's just good. This kind of percentage damage boost, right, is what's gonna give you a power spike or damage spike in your overall attacks or your overall DPS. Okay, so craft all of these things on your amulet. Of course, the core has to be on amulet because it's gonna give you 50% more percentage or numbers. And then the other two is to just imprint on your rings. Okay, it doesn't matter if you need to use some, those rare materials or whatever, because like I say, you're gonna use these equipments for a very very long time. I did not change my rings and amulet from like Act 2 onwards all the way until the end. Okay. Um Hey, this is a very good example. Look at this ring. I use this ring from Act 3 all the way until now. Even now I still haven't found a better ring than this. But yeah, this is just an example. So do not waste too much time. Do the dungeons that you can have aspects to craft on your jewelry. Okay, and just try and finish it as soon as possible. After you get World Tier 3, that is where the real game begins. Okay, so yeah, I hope all of you guys will have fun in Diablo 4. I will definitely be posting my own guide. However, I gotta say it will not be anytime soon. Okay, because I definitely will want to test and try out myself, and because as usual, work wise, I do not have so much time to play during the weekdays, and yeah, we'll see how things goes. For now, I can say the game is pretty fun. It's pretty interesting. I am looking forward to actually playing with a group of friends, and yeah, all of you should do that too. Find some friends to play together with. I think it's more fun rather than trying to go solo or go hardcore and trying things too hard over here. Should just enjoy the game. Enjoy the process of farming. Okay, do not skip any process. Do not, I don't know, RMT or whatever shit. Just, I don't even think you can RMT this game because everything is like account bound. So yeah, have fun, have fun. Okay, just have fun and be casual, guys. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.